These are the top 4 things to do in every prospecting session to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success. Number 1, have your prospecting list set up before your session starts. So whether that means coming in early or setting everything up the day before, have it ready so that when you start your prospecting time block, you can hit the ground running and you're not kind of chasing the wheel and getting started on a bad note. That's the first thing. Set yourself up for success. 2, make sure you have a good environment set up for yourself. Okay, I like to use a standing desk. I like to have all my scripts laid out next to me so that I can review them when the phone's ringing and keep them fresh. You don't want to be guessing and scrambling in the middle of the session. You don't want to be uncomfortable where you're just kind of wanting to get it done with it. You want to enjoy your environment. Putting a little music on in the background, or maybe having a podcast that you like in the background down low. Make sure, if you want to put a candle on, make sure you have a good environment that makes you feel good so you can stay focused on your task at hand. Number 3, sources. This is a big one. Do not just randomly pick people to call on a whim. Plan out your prospecting session in advance. For myself, I like to always start with the new expireds from 8 to 9, new FSBOs as well, and then from there, I'll transition to the just sold calls, knowing that my best chance to reach those new expired and FSBOs is first thing in the morning. I'm going to be most likely to grab their attention. The just listed, just sold calls have much less competition, so I can transition to those later in the day. And then I always like to finish with my database. At the end of the day, these are people that know me, where the time really doesn't matter when I call them. It's going to be easier to have conversation with those people. So whatever it is for yourself, have a set regimen of the time and the source you're going to call, and then stick to it, right? You can have fun with it. You can do expired days. You can have FSBO days where maybe you're just calling old expireds all day long or old FSBOs all day long. Sometimes it helps to be in that mindset because you're oftentimes getting the same objection when you're talking to a similar lead source. Whatever your approach is, have a plan and stick to it, again, so you can be focused. The last and final one is eliminate distractions. Honestly, this could be the most important. And honestly, it is a derailer for a lot of agents. Our business, the distractions sometimes feel like they can come in nonstop. If you don't have a plan, you can easily sit down for a 3-hour prospecting session and only make 10, 11, 12 calls because you're getting sidetracked so often. So some simple tasks. Don't have your emails open. Close them out, right? Have a plan in place, whether it's taking your cell phone and hiding it and using the office line, or having the discipline to use a dialer of some sort and turning your phone face down so that you're not bombarded with text messages, interruptions, okay? Have a time-blocked section in your schedule immediately following your prospecting that has you returning calls and emails. This way, you know that during your 3-hour, 2-hour prospecting session, you don't need to worry about the distractions because you know you immediately have time in your schedule afterwards to handle any issues that you need to personally address. There is nothing in our world that can't go 2 hours without you responding to it. You know, you have appointments, you have obligations. If you don't make prospecting an obligation, your business is always going to go like this. But if you can set yourself up for success each day and eliminate distractions, that keeps your business in a growth momentum-based trajectory. And it prevents you from chasing, leads and people that are not treating you respect. When you prospect, you actually get to pick who you work with. You can make sure you're aligned with your clients, and that's going to feed and give you energy so you can go out and press repeat on this simple formula each day. Hope this helps.